Hi everyone, meteorologist Rusty Dawkins looking at a couple of different chances for severe weather over the next couple of days. Tonight, overnight, basically Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, then again Wednesday, late afternoon, evening, and maybe even into the overnight. So first and foremost, the threat for tonight, so Tuesday night into Wednesday, wind and hail, kind of the minimal, the green and the yellow, that's probably a quarter to maybe an inch and a half in diameter for hail, probably not much bigger than that. The wind gusts will likely be anywhere from 60, maybe 70 miles per hour. That would be on the very tippy top high end. Tornado threat is low, but it's not zero. And then the flooding issue, we could see quite a bit of rain over the next couple of days. So this flooding issue is for not only tonight, but also into the Wednesday and overnight Wednesday timeframe. So that's a little bit higher just because it looks like we have several chances for rain. So let's kind of go over this. This is your Tuesday into early Wednesday threat. Notice this area right here. This is your level 2, the slight risk for southwest Nebraska into northwest Kansas and into Colorado. This is likely where the storms are going to start to form, and then they'll push east. And as they do, one or two severe storms will be possible in central and eastern Nebraska. But this the better chance for severe weather lies in southwest Nebraska Tuesday in the evening. And it does look like these storms will probably form around sunset. Well, they'll come out of Colorado late in the afternoon and move into Nebraska around sunset, maybe a little bit sooner, and then move across Nebraska overnight. So what are we talking about here? Well, here they are. This is by 8 p.m. Notice they've already formed in parts of the Panhandle and Colorado. They make their way into southwestern Nebraska and move out of the Panhandle by about 10 o'clock. So again, this is going to be a late night kind of thing. Here we go. This is 2 a.m. This is when they really start to probably have their best chance for being severe, is between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. So that 4-hour time frame. And once they get past southwest Nebraska, once they get to about right there, they start to lose their shape and form. So this is around 3 in the morning. Still a severe weather potential. You're looking at just a couple of spots in here of like right there and right there and right there of maybe some hail, and then along this line, still a severe wind threat, but it's not as good as it was earlier. So you look at that, how that's all lined up really nicely, and then it just kind of gets a little jagged and not as good for central Nebraska. And then once right there, it kind of turns into a cluster, like in a small hail threat, a wind threat, a possibility. Then an interesting thing happens. Watch this area right here. This is around a frontal boundary, likely a warm front, and then this cluster is running into that. So what happens? That line forms right there, somewhere between Lincoln and Omaha, and then moves north and east, and this cluster will kind of follow along with it. And by about 6 a.m., everything's starting to move out of northeast Nebraska. Now that's just part one, and I do have another model to show you, so hang on towards the end of about halfway through the video. So then things quiet down. This is noon on Friday. Storms start to pick back up right about there. This is 6 p.m. So between 4 and 6 p.m., another line. This is just kind of the beginning. And we could see some lightning, some storms out of that. But I think the better chance for the severe weather will be right about there, about 8 p.m. in extreme southeastern Nebraska. Now, really, just about anywhere in this area will have that chance for severe weather Wednesday night, around between 6 and 10 p.m. according to this model. Just kind of depends on where these storms end up forming. They could form here, could form here. This model has it forming right there in southeast Nebraska, but it's close enough. And then everything quickly moves to the east. This is 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and then out of here. So that's the first model I wanted to show you. Here's the second one, similar. This is, now we're back to Tuesday. So this is Tuesday night, this is tonight. And then the storms, just like the last model, have it rolling through central Nebraska by about midnight, or between midnight and 2 a.m., into eastern Nebraska around 4 a.m. And this one also has that line of storms forming from O'Neill to Columbus to Lincoln, Omaha, and south and east, and quickly moving into parts of southwestern Iowa by about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. Then, kind of a break. We see this is about, so this is a little bit of a longer break. This one doesn't have storms forming as early, but it still has storms forming in southeast Nebraska. Again, we're watching this area right here for storms to form after 6 p.m. This one has them holding off just a little bit longer, but still forming in this area right here by about 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the evening. There they are. This is 1 a.m., and then they quickly move to the east as we head into Thursday morning. So because of that severe weather risk Wednesday night, this area that I've been circling right here has the chance, basically from about 6 p.m. on, for storms to develop on the strong to severe side. So just keeping an eye right there. There's a tornado threat, so that's why I'm kind of hitting on this time frame a little harder for Wednesday late afternoon into the evening hours. Here's your significant tornado parameter. Notice that orangish color. It's not really high, but it's between 1 and almost 2. That's starting to get up there. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. An isolated tornado threat is about all. But it's just enough that there may be a little spin in the atmosphere for us to keep an eye on. It kind of fades away as we get past midnight. I know there's still a lot of oranges out there, but the part that would interact with this, the cold front or the boundary layer that would interact with this, is basically gone by Thursday night, so that fades away fairly quickly. Large hail, also a possibility. We're talking maybe an inch to inch and a half, maybe inch and 3/4, which would be the size of golf balls. Your significant hail parameter isn't that good, though. This is mainly for central and western Nebraska, Wednesday night into Thursday. So I think even though the chance is there for eastern Nebraska, I don't think everything needed for over 1 inch in diameter hail is going to come together Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So not as concerned about the large hail. There's going to be some hail possibilities, but the very big hail, likely not as much of an issue. Damaging wind, which all of us in eastern Nebraska would like to avoid, there's still a chance, there's about a 15% chance, above 60 miles per hour for southeast Nebraska. Here's what the Stormcast has for wind gusts as we head through Wednesday night into Thursday morning. I'm going to kind of back this up a little bit. Right about there. This is your better chance right there. This area right here. Wednesday night, I think if we're going to see anything 40, 50, 60 miles per hour would be right around there. And then as we head into Thursday morning, everything kind of tapers off, and that's about it. So how much rain, though? This is that flooding chance I was talking about. Kind of a 1-2 punch here. We've got the first swath that goes like this, and anywhere within this could see an inch or two of rainfall, and then moving forward for the next wave, look at what happens in Omaha. That's, really close to a flooding issue right there. That's 4 or 5 inches of rain if it happens in that exact spot like this model says, which rarely happens. But anywhere in southeast Nebraska, this line of storms could happen twice in the same place, and if that does happen, you're looking at the potential for flooding issues. So that's it for the next couple of days. Probably do this again for the update to the Wednesday night storm. So keep in mind, Tuesday night into very early Wednesday, and then again Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. So if there's the potential for that, if things are booming and crashing across Nebraska, probably do some sort of YouTube live stream. So like and subscribe so that you know when that happens. And we always have a good time in there, unless it's really severe. Then we try to be as serious as possible. But again, like and subscribe. That would be awesome. See ya.